It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition for Thursday, October 22nd. I'm James Spann. Alabama stays dry through Sunday, but next week, big changes coming up. A lot of things to talk about. Check it out. We'll start with the water vapor satellite view as we typically do. Big trough beginning to lift out of the southwest United States, producing some active convection and weather for parts of Texas and Oklahoma in advance of that today. Temperatures this afternoon mostly in the 70s. That was taken early this afternoon. Some spots could be touching 80 today. In fact, it's already 80 at Huntsville. Low 80s are likely tomorrow and Saturday, maybe Sunday as well. Check out the watch warning map. The areas in green in Texas, those are flash flood watches, including Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, Abilene. Flash flood warnings for those counties in darker green in parts of Texas. And in Colorado, those are winter weather advisories for the potential for snow. For some of the mountains there, the first good snow of the season coming up with a trough. We have a slight risk. That's the standard severe weather risk for parts of southwest Texas. A marginal risk up to the Red River today and tonight. And then tomorrow, a marginal severe weather risk from the Rio Grande up to the Red River. That includes Dallas, Fort Worth, and much of the Texas Hill Country. And goodness, what a soaking for Texas over the next 5 days. This is valid through Tuesday morning of next week. Take a look at a higher resolution version of that. The bullseye down toward Waco, Texas, about 11 inches there, 8.71 inches near Corpus Christi. And over this way, the amounts are much lighter. And again, this is for the next 7 days, valid through Thursday of next week. The amounts around here closer to 1 inch, but we could see some pretty good rain by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week with this thing. Tropical weather, the Atlantic Basin is quiet. The big story is over in the eastern Pacific. This is Hurricane Patricia. It's been intensifying rapidly. Now a dangerous Category 4 hurricane. Top winds 130 miles an hour. This will come up toward the Mexican coast during the day tomorrow, and it looks like it could be a major hurricane at the time of landfall. So needless to say, folks there are rushing their preparedness measures to completion. The moisture from that will come up toward Texas. Of course, the system dissipates inland, but that's one of the reasons for the prolonged heavy rain event expected out in the Lone Star State. We'll check the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 1 o'clock local time at 500 millibars. Ridging here, troughing, lifting out of the southwest. And with that ridge, it should be a pretty warm day. Highs, I'd say between 81 and 84. The sky partly sunny. The rain well to the west. The surface low is over South Dakota with a trailing front down toward Abilene, Texas. Saturday as the weekend begins, we stay warm and we stay dry. Low 80s are likely. Both the NAM and the GFS are at 82. Rain stays west. For the Auburn-Arkansas game at Fayetteville, looks very wet. Could be some lightning involved. Alabama-Tennessee looks dry and warm Saturday afternoon. And this is Sunday, the ghost of Patricia trying to come back on the lower Texas coast around South Padre Island. And again, that could bring more heavy rain to parts of east and southeast Texas. But note, we are still dry on Sunday. And more than likely, still warm. We're expecting a high around 80, but that's great news for the folks out at the Talladega Superspeedway. Weather looks rain-free for race weekend. Monday, that tropical low is approaching Houston and Galveston, and showers begin to arrive. And if this verifies, Tuesday would be a very wet day, maybe a stormy day here with a tropical low over Arkansas. The Gulf is wide open. That might suggest a chance of heavy rain and just maybe a severe thunderstorm or two. And we're not saying it's going to happen just yet, but the idea is on the table. And then Wednesday, the moisture still hanging back with a cold front. Maybe lingering showers. We start to turn noticeably cooler. The high will drop down to about 70. And this is a week from today, Thursday the 29th, troughing in the east, a new upper low near San Diego to the west. And for us, a nice, refreshing, cool air mass. Highs dropping in the 60s and lows dropping in the 40s toward the end of next week. We'll check the end of the forecast. This is Sunday, the 1st of November. Goodness. Looks like a trough is hanging back over Old Mexico. For us, the air dry, pleasant. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty cold up in the northeast. Temperatures for the next 15 days, you can see those low 80s through Sunday, but then next week we dive sharply after the rain. Thursday and Friday, highs dropping in the low 60s, lows dropping down in the low 40s, then a slow recovery beyond that as we kick off the month of November. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.